To create a pop-up in Elementor Pro, log into your WordPress dashboard and head over to Elementor under Templates and click on Pop-ups. Click on Add New Pop-up. Choose any name. Hit Template. You have two options here. You can either choose from the pre-made templates or create a new one from scratch. If you find anything that suits your need, just click on insert and customize it and publish it. But I'm going to show you how you can create a new pop-up from scratch. Just close this window and drag a row here. Let me give it a small padding from the top from 60, top from bottom, and 15 from left and right. Okay, and let's drag a small logo here. You can choose from your logo from this dynamic field, site logo, or you can also upload your image from the media library. I already have it. Just insert it and take a new form. You can put any fields here in this pop-up, but I'm going to create a subscription form. Okay, so search for form, drag it here, and we don't need any message. You can name anything here. Okay, leave it as it is, optional, and make sure it's required. Okay, and you can also hide this label. Okay, since we have already a placeholders, and instead of the button text send, replace it with something meaningful. Subscribe. Give it a icon if you like. Okay, and your form is now pretty much complete. Once you are satisfied with this, click on publish, and you have three main options: conditions, triggers, and advanced rules. Most of you you don't need these advanced rules. Anyways, I will go through each of them. First of all, set the condition where this pop-up should trigger. So add a condition. Let's say I want to pop out this on a single post. So let's choose singular and post. I only have one post here. It's a demo post. Hello world. Okay, I want to show this pop-up on this post when people uh, pretend to exit this space. Okay, and click on next, and here is the option when this pop-up will trigger. This is the second option, and I want to trigger this pop-up when someone pretend to exit my post or page. So turn this on. You can choose anything from here, but I'm going to do this and click on next. This is the third option, advanced rule. Most of you don't need these settings, but if you want, you can make some adjustment and click on save and close. Your purpose is publishing here. It's now live. So now, if I go to my website, here is the website, and I have this pop up on this post, hello world. So here is the page, and the pop-up will trigger as soon as I pretend to exit this page. This just like this. So this is how it works, and you can also trigger this pop-up in a few other couple of ways. Let me show you a few of them. For example, I have a page, about page. I want to trigger the pop-up as soon as someone click on this get in touch button. So I will edit this with Elementor. Just right click this button, and here is the option for dynamic text. Click on that and search for pop-up, and click on this here and search for the pop-up that you named it. I named it subscription form. Here it is, and all you have to do is click update. Now if you go to this page, it is the about page, and click on get in touch. This pop-up triggers. So there is another way. For example, I have a different page, this portfolio. For example, this is a link, and you want to trigger this pop-up as soon as you click this link. So I already made a link, and I have a ID, a CSS ID for it. So I'm going to edit this page, and let me remove it. And you have to take a HTML block, and this is very simple HTML code, just a paragraph tag, and all I need is this ID, or you can also use CSS class. If you want, you can also use class, but I'm going to use the ID. So just copy this HTML block and paste it here and update. Now go to your subscription form. Once you click this setting, pop-up settings, and go to advanced, here you will find the option open by selector. Since I have chosen an ID, CSS ID, so I will copy this name. Just make sure you put this CSS ID with this symbol, uh, with the hashtag and this trigger. But if you don't have this CSS ID symbol, it will not work. If you have class name, just put a dot. So this is how it works. Just uh, update. Let me check if I need to change the condition. Okay, currently it's the trigger, the condition is set to showing this pop-up on hello world post, but I'm going to remove it for this demonstration and add a new condition. I'm going with the entire site, uh, and click next. I will not choose the page exit intent, because I want only to trigger this pop-up as soon as someone clicks this uh, link. That means the this is the link. Okay, and let me go to this page. Okay, and this is the portfolio page, and it's very hard to see this link. Anyways, this is the link that has a ID with the pop-up trigger. So if I click this link, the pop-up will trigger just like this. So this is the three different ways you can trigger this pop-up. We have a subscription form on this pop-up, but it does not actually working just like a subscription form. Currently, it's collecting the submissions and sending emails to the admins. But this is not what we want. So how we can make it as a real subscription form? This is what I'm going to show you right now. Just click on this form, just right click, edit form, and find the option actions after submit. These two are default actions. We want to send these leads to our marketing platform. For example, MailChimp, Drip, ActiveCampaign, whatever you are using. I use MailChimp, so I'm going with MailChimp, and I found a new field here, MailChimp. If you choose ActiveCampaign, you will find ActiveCampaign. Just click on that and copy and paste your API key. I have my MailChimp account opened. I'm going to copy my API key. Here it is. Just copy it on your clipboard and paste it here. After you paste it, it will authenticate, and if it's successful, then you will find the list that is currently named as audience in MailChimp. So I have only one list, and once you are done, just click update. We don't need any group or add tags, but if you want to add tags, you can write here. For example, if we want to track from which page these leads are coming from, so you can type, for example, if it's coming from about page, then whatever you type, but we don't need this text. Just click on update, and this is how you can collect all these leads from a subscription form. Let me show you one more thing. You can use a default API key. For example, if you create another subscription form, then you have to paste this code once again. But if you choose the default one, currently I don't have any default, but you can set a default. So yeah, yeah, if you have to make this setup on your Elementor dashboard, just go to Elementor settings and go to integrations. You will find all these marketing platform, Drips, ActiveCampaign, Get Response, ConvertKit, everything. So you can paste your API key here and just validate the API key. And if it's validated, it will show you a green tick mark, and once it's done, then you can just choose the default one. Currently it was not working because I have to reload this page once again, but if it's verified, then you can choose just default. Then you don't have to copy and paste this same API key on multiple subscription form. So this is how you can create a real subscription form on Elementor.